you're a screenwriter, you know that every single scene counts. But let's be real, there's one scene that can literally make or break your entire story. I'm talking about the climax. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that one crucial moment. We're calling it Scene 100, and we're going to figure out the secret to making it absolutely unforgettable.
So, what's the magic formula? How do you actually build that perfect climax, the kind of scene that people are still talking about years later? That is the big question, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
All right, so first things first, let's get on the same page about what Scene 100 even is. It's way more than just a big fight scene or a shocking plot twist. It is the absolute summit of your entire story.
And this image here really gives us our foundational idea. See, Scene 100 isn't just the beginning of the end. It is the end, of the central conflict at least. It's the moment that signals that everything, all those 99 scenes of buildup, of tension, of character development, has finally hit its resolution.
To put it plainly, just think of your story like a mountain. Scene 100 is the peak. It's the highest point of the whole journey, and its main job is to plant a flag and announce to everyone, "We did it! The main event is officially over."
But here's the thing, the climax isn't just about plot points and wrapping things up. No way! It's where the story's heart beats the absolute loudest. It's all about creating an intense, unforgettable emotional explosion.
And this is so important to understand. Scene 100 is basically doing double duty. For your characters inside the story, it's the absolute peak of their emotional journey. It's their greatest triumph, or maybe their deepest fear realized. But at the exact same time, for the audience watching, it's engineered to be the single most powerful dynamic moment of the entire movie-watching experience. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? This gets to the very core of your job as a writer. It's not enough for your character to feel something powerful. You have to be a kind of emotional architect, designing a scene that transfers that feeling, maybe even amplifies it, directly into the heart of your audience. This is where they lean forward in their seats. Okay, so we've built this massive emotional explosion. We've got the fireworks. But, and this is a huge but, this is exactly where so many writers get it wrong. A great climax isn't just about the bang. It's about the silence that comes right after. It's about a delicate, careful cool down. This is honestly such a game-changing idea, and it's something people almost never talk about. Your perfect Scene 100 has a secret job. It needs to create what's called an emotional buffer. It has to give the audience just a little bit of space to breathe, to start processing the massive thing they just witnessed before you move on to the next scene.
And believe me, the stakes for getting this right are incredibly high. Just look at this. A successful Scene 100 gives the audience that buffer, that room to digest. And when that happens, it actually perfects all the work you did in the 99 scenes leading up to it. But if you fail, if you just keep that intensity cranked to 11 with no break, you just exhaust your audience. And in that moment of fatigue, your entire story, all that beautiful work, it just crumbles.
So, as the writer, you're not just writing, you're directing this scene on the page. And your task is really twofold. Step one, you absolutely have to go for it. Direct the most powerful explosion you can imagine. But step two, and this is just as critical, you have to meticulously design a natural, believable way for the audience to process and digest that explosion. They are two sides of the same coin. Okay, let's get into the final and maybe the most profound idea about the climax. It isn't just one isolated moment in a long chain of events. In a very real sense, the climax is the entire story in miniature. It's both the part and the whole. I love this analogy. Think of it like a compressed file, like a zip file on your computer. Your first 99 scenes have built up all this data, the themes, the character arcs, the central questions. Well, Scene 100 is where you click unzip, and all of those elements come rushing out and resolve themselves in one dense, powerful sequence. It's a microcosm of everything that came before. And that right there, that is the secret sauce. That's precisely why this moment gets a special name. It's not just Scene 100. It earns the title of the climax, because it has this unique, almost magical ability to be both a single, distinct part and a reflection of the entire story all at once. So let's do a quick recap. A perfect climax, or Scene 100, is the absolute peak of your story. It's a massive but carefully controlled explosion of emotion. It has to provide that delicate cool down, that buffer for the audience, and ultimately it works as a miniature version of your entire screenplay. So now, the only question that really matters is the one for you, the writer.
As you're building your world and crafting your characters, as you're carefully laying the track for those 99 scenes of rising tension, what is your explosion going to look like? What powerful truth, what unforgettable feeling will your scene 100 contain?